Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video, and this is gonna be I should have done this video quite some time ago. This is gonna be the new update of the last update of the real Gains-Algo indicator. This is a free indicator that I have released. I've created this playlist, guys, here for you to use it, okay, to know how to use it, a couple of strategies, and of course this is the previous video, right? It's in order, right? It goes from top to bottom, right? So this was the last version, but now this current video, this video that you're watching right now, it's gonna be below this one. So this is the previous one. I posted this a month ago, but as soon as I posted, I added a couple more updates, and I'm gonna show you how to set it up, how to set everything up, right? And how to use it, okay? Giving you now a couple of new strategies right here. So very simple. I'm gonna leave the link of the Telegram group, right, in the description below, right? And this is the Telegram group. This is where you're actually going to find the script, okay, for the indicator, right? Because I'm giving the entire script here on how you can install it. So once you join this group, you go to general, right? You're gonna find a couple of tabs. Those were trading indices, gold, right? You're gonna click on general, and then right here at the top on pin messages, you're gonna you see that there is a version. The last update I did was is a version 3.3. So click on here, and it will send you to the actual file, basically. So you download this file on your computer, you open it up, which is this one. If you double click on the file, this is the code, right? You're gonna have to copy all of this, all right? Just make sure to copy all of it. There's a couple of ways to copy it. Just highlight everything. Just keep scrolling down, and you highlight everything, and then you right click on it. Oh my God, hold on, I messed up. Let's go back up. You can do it that way. You can highlight it all, or you can just hit Control or Command A on your keyboard, right? And you select everything. Make sure you select everything. If you jump one number, one single code right there, it's not gonna work. You're gonna have errors, right? So now that you have selected everything, right click, copy, right? Then you go to on TradingView. On TradingView, you're gonna go on Pine Editor right here at the bottom. And then right here, you're gonna go in this part, you're gonna go in this little arrow, and then you're gonna click, it says create new indicator, right? Click there, and you're gonna have this. You're gonna highlight this, just delete it, delete all of that. And now I'm gonna paste it. I can hit right click and then paste. And there we go. We have all the code in here. Right, let me just make sure. Hold on. That is the let me make sure that is the actual code. Hold on. Just want to make sure that. Hang on. Yeah, that's the one. So let me go back again to the code. Again, I don't want to get you confused. If you're here, right? Telegram. Go on the pin messages. Download this file. Open it. Double click, right? I'm gonna highlight all of it, right? I am gonna click Command A, and there we go. Everything is highlighted, and then right click, copy, and then I'm doing this again, Pine Editor, this little arrow right here, create new indicator, right? Once we're here, highlight, delete. We delete that. And then I'm gonna paste it, right? Once it's like that, fully pasted, you're gonna click save, put the name, whatever name you want. I'm gonna put copy. And then click save. And then add to chart. Right? Minimize this. And then I'm gonna hide this one. And there we go. This is how you're gonna have it, right? On the chart. This is how it comes up. Now I'm gonna show you here what are the settings that I'm using at the moment. And for that, I want you to pause the video right here. Hang on. It's not coming up now. Wait for it to load up. There you go. So I'm currently using, you see, I'm just using one moving average, right? But it's just visual. This is what I want you to do here if you want to have it the same as I have right here, right? Just make sure you have all the settings the same. You can put just one moving average. These are the 3 moving averages that includes the 20, the 50, and the 200. If you enable this, you're going to have 3 moving averages right there. These are the filters. So in this part here is important to understand what this does. So if you disable all of this, basically the rules are, for this strategy, for this indicator is, if you're getting signals, the indicator will only give signals whenever you are above the 3 moving averages. So if I disable, let's say, if I disable the 200 and the 50, the indicator will only print signals whenever we are above or below the 20 SMA, right? Still, the moving averages will still pop up on the chart. They would still be on the chart. You can still see the 20, the 50, and the 200, right? I can remove them if I want. So this is separate. These are the filters, and this is the actual moving average. I hope it makes sense. These are separate, right? So for visual, let's say I can still enable these 3 filters on, and I can, let's say you don't want to have any moving average on the chart. You just select that and then wait for it, and then all the moving averages just disappear, right? But the filters are still applied, which is the important thing, right? Depending on the strategy that you want to use. So at the moment, I'm just, for the visual, I'm just leaving the 50 SMA in there. Scrolling down right here, again, you see that now that you have these filters right here by session. I'm telling the indicator that I only want to see signals, within this session from 8 a.m. to midday. So this is the morning session from New York. If I want to trade any time during the day, I can just disable this, right? Of course, I don't recommend that. Make sure to watch the videos, all the video tutorials. Make sure to even on the Telegram group, I've posted some videos in here that you can watch. You can actually see some students already getting some bangers right there, some wins. This was not me. This was actually a person that is using the indicator. So, I have posted some video ideas, tips and tricks. Make sure to watch these videos inside the Telegram group, right? So for those who want to, get it better. If I keep scrolling, just make sure to have everything as I have here, all right? Remember, you can pause the video, stop it, and just have, and select the same settings that I have right now. I'm using the stop loss ATR multiplier in 1.5. You can increase these. Let me just show you here for a second. This part here, I have it on filtered. If you choose standard, look at what happened when I select standard. Let's see if we have some differences in the chart. You see what happened when I changed to standard? Now I'm getting these dots. What these dots mean, these dots are continuation signals. This is not like a buy sell or sell, buy or sell signal like this, you see? A buy plus signal. When you get a buy plus or sell plus signal, those are reversals, okay? Those are reversal signals. And when you get a dot signal, whether it's blue for buy or pink for sells, that means continuation. So it's a continuation. The indicator has detected a trend continuation, right? So whenever, let's go back on settings. When you have it on, right here on standard, it's going to have, how can I say, you're going to be getting more signals, actually more signals. When you click filter, you're telling the indicator to be more accurate. And in this particular case, you see that it has deleted the other two signals and it's just leaving one right here. And I don't know if you can see now, but we're using fair value gaps. The indicator is also detecting fair value gaps and is using that in our favor. So whenever, let's go back actually here, back to when it prints that buy. Right, the indicator detects the fair value gap, and right there it prints the signal. And notice that we're getting a TP1, TP2, TP3. Now, also remember this little table right here at the top, very important. Like whenever you get a signal, you use everything within the indicator to get the best out of it, right? To get the best, to use all the features to get the best results. Right, so right here, you currently have 1, 2, 3, 4 time frames currently going bullish and 3 time frames going bearish. But especially the 4, the 12, and the daily, you know, these are the higher time frames, are a bit more bearish. So, you know, normally the more green thing, if you're looking for a buy, the more green lights you have, the better. If you have all of this green, brother, you're strongly bullish, right? You're really strongly bullish. So you have, it adds up more confluences to your trade, right? So anyways, let me scroll down back here, right? I'm going to leave it in filter, right? Now, this part, the TP, right? I have it on 1.5. Look at what happened right here when I increase this number right here. When I increase this number, let's say to 2, look at what happens here. Hold on. There you go. You see? So it pretty much, this changes the ATR multiplier. It gives you the stop loss increases a little bit, but also the TP1, TP2, and TP3, right? It just expands. It gives you a little bit more room. What is this for? Well, this will depend on, let's say you're trading a pair that is very volatile, like Nasdaq, for example. Nasdaq tends to be very volatile during specific hours. Let's say the stock exchange opens at 9:30 a.m. New York time, right? You know that there's a lot of volatility in that hour. So Nasdaq, it's a pair that is very, very volatile. And if you put a very a very tight stop loss, excuse me, like that, you know, so or even 1, if you put it down to 1, wait for it. There we go, like that. This is way too tight. Yes, you see the compensation is that your take profit is much closer as well. But having a very tight stop loss, I don't recommend that. Always, of course, is better to give it a little bit of room. So I don't recommend going lower than 1.5. If you want to try, you want to test it out, good. If it works for you, good, right? Remember, this thing is free, so you can play around with the settings and everything and make it your own, right? So I have students that they, as soon as the TP1 gets hit, they close 50% already of the trade, and the move stops break even, you know. So you can use that. You with time you will develop certain strategies and things that work for you. So, anyways, I have it on 1.5. Right? If it keeps scrolling, right here, enable advanced fair value gap detector. This is about the fair value gaps right here. If you disable this, you won't see fair value gaps. They will disappear. Let's see. Yep, you won't have fair value gaps. And in this particular case, the signal will also disappear because it's linked. The signals are linked to the fair value gap. Right now, because I'm using the filter option right here, the indicator was created so that whenever price taps the fair value gap and it gets a rejection and the logic is presented, it will give you the signal. So it's using in conjunction, it's using together the fair value gaps. Okay? So it adds more. So if you hide that, you won't see the signals. However, let's say you don't like having those lines on the chart. You don't like having the fair value gap. You don't like how it looks. You want to have that clear. Well, just simply what you can do here is just make it transparent. You can make completely transparent. Right now, I have the transparency on 15%. So what you can do is just make it invisible then. Make it all transparent. And they should disappear because they are completely transparent. You see? There you go. But the signal is still there. You see, the signal will actually still be there. It's not going to disappear. See what I mean? Like, you're still getting the signals. The only thing is just because we made it transparent. I don't mind actually having the fair value gaps on the chart. But let's say you don't like it, well, you just simply make it transparent. Keep scrolling down. Stays everything here. Just make sure it's the same as mine. Right here, you can pause the video, slow it down so you can have the same settings. This is the part of you see, you can add more time frames to this table right here. Let's say you want to add the 10-minute, the 30-minute, the 2-hour. You want to add the weekly, whatever. You have a bunch of time frames that you can add to this table to watch, right? Keep scrolling down, everything right here. Make sure it stays the same. The colors already, the theme. If you want to add a different color, you can change it to your own liking. Keep scrolling down. Again, remember, you can pause the video, slow it down. See, if I'm going too fast, you can just slow it down. Current settings like that. And that's it. Right here. On style, I have it like this. Range filter is off. Yeah, I think this is all standard. Yeah, this is all standard. And that's basically it, right? So you can see what the indicator does. Hit TP1, it gives you a check. So you can move your stops to break even. TP2, give you another check. And final TP3, it disappears. So that is basically it with this update, guys. Let me know what you think about this indicator. Again, just make sure to follow, right? To follow the Telegram group that is on the link in the description below. And if you have any questions, you can ask me right here, right? Or ask anybody that been testing this indicator out and trying it out. You just go ahead and leave any comments in there, right? So if you have any suggestion also for the indicators, something that you think that it might be helpful, let me know. I want to hear from you guys. So, and again, for when it comes to tips and tricks about getting the best results out of this, again, go in this group, scroll up a little bit, and I usually record and send some videos to the group right here. I'm actually going to, yeah, I probably will be pinning this message as well, so you can watch, right? So if you have any questions, again, let me know. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take it easy.